Welcome, everyone. Today, we're diving deep into the world of cinematic killers, the most brutal, skillful, and downright terrifying assassins you'll ever see on screen. From John Wick's relentless precision to Leon's deadly calm, we'll break down what makes these killers so unforgettable. But keep watching until the end because there's a surprise you won't see coming, and trust me, you won't want to miss it. Chapter 1. John Wick. John Wick, played by Keanu Reeves, is more than just a hitman. He's an unstoppable force of vengeance. When we first meet John, he's living a quiet, peaceful life after leaving behind the brutal world of assassination. His peace is shattered when his wife Helen dies of an illness. As her final gift to him, she leaves behind a puppy, Daisy, to help him cope with his grief. But the fragile peace he has worked so hard to establish is violently ripped away when a group of Russian thugs, led by Yosef Tarasov, the son of a powerful mob boss, break into his house, steal his car, and kill his dog. This act of cruelty is the catalyst for John's return to the criminal underworld. The murder of his dog, a gift from his late wife, is not just an attack on his pet, but an assault on his very soul.
Well, John wasn't exactly the boogeyman. He was the one you sent to kill the fucking boogeyman.
For John, Daisy represents the last tangible connection to the life he once had, the love he once shared. The loss of her reignites his rage and brings him back to the deadly world he thought he had left behind. With nothing left to lose, John embarks on a relentless, bloody quest for revenge. What makes John Wick so unique and compelling is his incredible skill and his emotional drive. From the very first scene, we see his mastery of combat, whether it's hand-to-hand fighting or gunplay, or using the environment to his advantage. John is always in control. His gun fu, a fluid mix of martial arts and gunplay, is a deadly dance as he takes out his enemies with surgical precision and an unnerving calm. His skill isn't just physical, it's strategic. Every move is calculated, and he uses his surroundings to his advantage. Whether he's taking out enemies in close quarters or firing at a distance, his proficiency is unmatched, and it's clear that John Wick is a force to be reckoned with. However, what truly separates John Wick from other action heroes is his emotional depth. His motivations are deeply personal, unlike other killers who are motivated by money, power, or revenge for personal grudges. John's mission is driven by love for his wife and the bond he had with her. His dog Daisy isn't just an innocent creature caught in the crossfire. She is a symbol of his lost happiness and his broken heart. The violence he inflicts upon those who wronged him is not about a desire for dominance, but about reclaiming a small portion of the peace he once had. It is this combination of skill and emotional vulnerability that makes John Wick both terrifying and tragically human. John Wick's story is ultimately one of survival and self-destruction. With every kill, John distances himself further from the life he once had, and yet he can't stop. He is relentless in his pursuit of justice, not just for his dog, but for the loss of his former life. His journey is an unending battle against the forces that pulled him back into the world of violence. John Wick is not just a killer. He is a man seeking redemption in the only way he knows how, through violence. His efficiency, fearlessness, and unyielding rage make him one of the most brutal and skilled killers in movie history, carving out his place as an icon of vengeance. Chapter 2. Léon the Professional. Léon, portrayed by Jean Reno, is a professional hitman who operates under a strict code of conduct, one defined by precision and discretion. Unlike the emotionally charged John Wick, Léon is calm, methodical, and remarkably detached from the chaos around him. His world is one of silent observation, where he operates as a shadow, a killer who leaves no trace and takes no pride in his work. His weapon of choice is a silenced pistol, which he wields with incredible accuracy and deadly efficiency. His kills are clean, silent, and always executed with a sense of professionalism. He's not flashy, not brash, he simply does his job. Leon's method of operation is a stark contrast to the violent rage of John Wick. He takes his time, patiently waiting for the right moment to strike. He's a master of the art of assassination, and his ability to blend into the background and remain unnoticed is a testament to his skill. When he kills, it's quick and clean, and there is no room for error. His focus is razor sharp, and he is a killer with a sense of purpose. He doesn't waste time or resources. For Leon, killing is a job, and it's one he does with flawless efficiency. What makes Leon such a fascinating character, however, is not just his skill, but his underlying humanity. Beneath his cold exterior lies a man who understands the weight of life and death, and who carries the burden of his profession with a sense of quiet sadness. He's a man who has chosen a life of isolation, cut off from human connections by the very nature of his work. Yet, his life takes an unexpected turn when he crosses paths with Matilda, a young girl whose family is brutally murdered by corrupt cops. In an act of unlikely compassion, Leon takes Matilda under his wing, teaching her the art of killing while protecting her from those who destroyed her life. This unexpected bond between Leon and Matilda brings a sense of vulnerability to his character. He is no longer just a cold-blooded assassin. He becomes a protector, a mentor, and a father figure. Despite his violent profession, Leon seeks redemption through his relationship with Matilda. She represents the innocence he's lost, and through his efforts to shield her from the horrors of his world, we see a side of Leon that is both tender and tragic. What sets Leon apart from other killers is his ability to detach emotionally from his work while still caring deeply for those he loves. He doesn't seek out violence for personal gain, nor does he kill out of rage. He kills because it is his job, and yet the emotional connection he forms with Matilda shows that he is not entirely consumed by his profession. Leon's journey is one of internal conflict. He is a man of principle, bound by his code of conduct, but he is also a man who yearns for something more. In a world where death is a constant companion, Leon's relationship with Matilda provides a brief glimpse of hope, showing that even the most hardened of killers can have a heart. Leon's story is a tragic one, filled with both violence and vulnerability. His skills are unmatched, but it's his emotional journey, his connection to Matilda, and his quest for redemption that truly define his character. Leon is not just a hitman. He's a man who seeks purpose in a world defined by loss and death. His ability to kill with precision, coupled with his deep internal struggle, makes him one of the most complex and memorable killers in cinematic history. Chapter 3: Vincent, Collateral. Vincent, the professional hitman played by Tom Cruise in Collateral, 2004, is an assassin who breaks all the conventional molds. Unlike the cold, emotionless killers we've seen so far, Vincent is smooth, charismatic, and professional, but beneath that exterior lies a man who is as dangerous as any other killer on this list. What makes Vincent stand out is his calm, collected demeanor and his ability to blend in to any environment. He's not a thug or a brute. He's a highly skilled, methodical killer who can carry out his work without drawing attention to himself. Vincent is hired to eliminate 5 targets in one night, and throughout the film he moves through the city like a ghost, efficient and precise. His weapon of choice is a silenced pistol, and he uses it with deadly accuracy. But what makes Vincent truly chilling is his attitude toward his work. He approaches every job with the same level of professionalism, whether he's talking to a cab driver or preparing to eliminate his next victim. There's no thrill for Vincent in the kill itself. It's just a job. He doesn't show emotion, doesn't get excited or angry. He simply executes his mission and moves on to the next one. What's fascinating about Vincent, however, is his dual nature. On the surface, he's a calm, collected man who could easily be mistaken for a businessman. But as the night progresses, his true nature is revealed. He's a killer, plain and simple, and his ability to compartmentalize his emotions and focus entirely on the task at hand makes him one of the most dangerous characters in film. The calmness with which he approaches each kill is unsettling, and it's clear that he's not just any assassin. He's a professional in the truest sense of the word. The complexity of Vincent's character comes through his interactions with Max, the cab driver, played by Jamie Foxx. As the two men drive through the city, Vincent tries to engage Max in conversation, treating him like a confidant. At times, he almost seems to enjoy the casual interaction, but it's always clear that his true nature lies in his ability to kill without remorse. He's a man who is not just a killer, but someone who has become numb to the world around him. The fact that Vincent is able to form a bond with Max, while at the same time carrying out brutal murders, speaks to the emptiness and detachment that define his character. Vincent's character challenges the audience's perceptions of a hitman. He is not a ruthless, over-the-top assassin like many of the characters we've seen before. Instead, he is a cold, calculating professional, a man who does his job without hesitation or emotion. What makes him even more terrifying is his ability to blend into any environment, to be anyone and everyone, while executing his mission with flawless precision. His calm, collected exterior hides the heart of a killer, and it's this juxtaposition that makes Vincent one of the most fascinating and chilling assassins in film. Chapter 4. Beatrix Kiddo, Kill Bill. Beatrix Kiddo, also known as the Bride, is one of the most legendary and skilled killers ever to grace the big screen. Played by Uma Thurman in Quentin Tarantino's Kill Bill series, Beatrix's journey is fueled by raw emotion and an unrelenting desire for vengeance. After being left for dead by her former colleagues, the deadly Viper assassination squad, Beatrix embarks on a bloody quest to take down everyone responsible for her betrayal. Her path is one of violence, but it's also a journey of redemption, as she seeks to reclaim the life that was taken from her. What makes Beatrix such a formidable killer is her unmatched skill and dedication to her craft. She is proficient in multiple forms of martial arts, swordsmanship, and hand-to-hand combat. The most iconic aspect of her abilities is her use of the katana, a weapon she wields with near-perfect precision and speed. Whether she's fighting her way through dozens of henchmen or dueling one-on-one with her most dangerous enemies, Beatrix's combat prowess is always on full display. Her fights are choreographed with a sense of grace and brutality, demonstrating her absolute mastery of the art of killing. However, it's not just her skills that make Beatrix so dangerous, it's her emotional drive. Unlike many other killers, Beatrix isn't just killing for money or power. She's doing it for a much more personal reason. After being ruthlessly attacked and betrayed by her former mentor Bill and his associates, she is left in a state of near death and stripped of her family and future. The pain of losing everything propels her forward, driving her to seek retribution against those who wronged her. Her motivations are personal, making her an emotionally charged and driven killer, which is part of what makes her so compelling. Each fight and each kill is not just an act of violence, it's part of her mission to regain her sense of self and to make right the wrongs that have been done to her. Beatrix's journey is deeply intertwined with the themes of motherhood and redemption. She was once a mother, and her daughter who was taken from her remains one of her most powerful motivations. Her quest for vengeance goes beyond just the people who betrayed her, It's about reclaiming the life she lost, including the future with her daughter. The emotional stakes make her story one of profound loss and even more profound will to survive. Her violent actions aren't just a result of rage, they are acts of reclaiming her humanity after it was violently stripped away. What sets Beatrix apart from other killers is not just her skill, but her ability to find balance between rage and reason. Despite the brutal nature of her actions, she remains focused on her ultimate goal: to confront and defeat Bill, the man who destroyed her life. The journey through Kill Bill is a relentless pursuit of justice, but it's also a reflection of the emotional toll that such a path takes. Her story is one of a killer who isn't just coldly executing her enemies, but doing so to heal a wound that cuts deep into her soul. Ultimately, Beatrix Kiddo is a killer driven by the desire for revenge, but also by a need for redemption. She is a mother seeking justice, a warrior driven by pain, and a woman who refuses to let the past define her future. Her journey through Kill Bill showcases her incredible skill, but it also delves deep into her emotional struggles and her desire to reconnect with the life she lost. Beatrice is one of the most multi-dimensional killers in cinematic history. Brutal, skilled, and deeply human. Chapter 5. The Jackal. The Jackal. The Jackal, portrayed by Bruce Willis in The Jackal 1997, is a character whose ruthless efficiency and cold-heartedness make him one of the most chilling assassins in cinematic history. Unlike many other killers driven by revenge or personal vendettas, the Jackal is an enigmatic figure who kills purely for money. But it's not just the financial gain that sets him apart. It's his sheer talent, his meticulous planning, and his almost supernatural ability to execute a kill. What makes the Jackal so frightening isn't his appearance. He's not a towering, menacing figure, but the fearsome level of skill and planning he possesses. The Jackal is an assassin who operates in the shadows, a man who is always one step ahead of his enemies. Every kill is carefully planned, every movement executed with precision. When he is hired for a job, he doesn't just show up and pull the trigger. He prepares, plans, and executes with the cold calculation of a true professional. His ability to disappear without a trace, to blend into any environment, and carry out a contract without leaving evidence, makes him a nearly unbeatable foe. What makes the Jackal truly memorable, though, is the mystery surrounding him. He's a man without a past, a killer whose motives are unknown until the very end of the film. His cold, emotionless approach to his work makes him seem almost robotic in nature, and his willingness to take on even the most dangerous jobs without hesitation adds a chilling element to his character. This is a man who is not driven by emotions, who doesn't hesitate to kill anyone, whether they're innocent or guilty. It doesn't matter. To the Jackal, death is a business, and he's a man who takes his job very seriously. In The Jackal, we see Bruce Willis portraying a character that is the antithesis of his usual roles. The Jackal is not a hero, or a man with a redeemable side. He is a force of destruction, a cold killer who is terrifying in his ability to carry out his job with ruthless precision. His pursuit of a single target and the lengths he will go to achieve his goal showcase the singular focus and the remarkable skills that make him one of the most brutal assassins on the screen. Ultimately, what makes the Jackal so captivating is that he embodies the idea of the perfect killer, a man who leaves no trace, no witnesses, and no room for error. He's not emotionally driven, nor is he seeking redemption. He is a professional, a man who works in the shadows and always gets the job done, no matter the cost. The Jackal is the epitome of a cold, calculating killer, and in that, he stands as one of the most ruthless and skilled assassins ever put on film. We also ranked ultimate one-man armies. Can anyone beat John Wick? Let's find out. Chapter 6: Sworder, Revolver. Sworder, portrayed by Mark Strong in Revolver, 2005, is a fascinating and complex figure who challenges the conventional idea of what a killer is. Sworder isn't just a hitman. He's a man caught between brutal efficiency and an unexpected conscience. His story isn't about flashy violence. It's about control, precision, and an evolving inner conflict. Sworder is introduced as the ultimate professional. Calm, calculating, and deadly, he operates in the murky world of crime, executing his assignments with surgical precision. But what sets Sworder apart from the typical cinematic assassin is his subtle rebellion against the system that created him. Beneath his icy exterior lies a man grappling with morality, questioning the very world of violence he's spent his life serving. His skills are undeniable. Sworder's expertise in firearms, close-quarters combat, and strategic thinking make him a lethal force. But his greatest weapon isn't a gun, it's his mind. He reads situations with frightening clarity, outmaneuvering opponents not just with bullets but with foresight and tactical superiority. In a world driven by chaos, Sworder's discipline is almost terrifying. What makes Sworder truly memorable is his internal evolution. Throughout Revolver, we see glimpses of a man yearning for redemption, realizing that true power isn't about taking life but choosing when not to. His quiet, methodical rebellion against violence adds depth to his character, making him one of the few killers in cinema whose deadliest moments come not from pulling the trigger, but from choosing to walk away. Ultimately, Sworder is a masterclass in restraint and intelligence. He's a man who could kill without hesitation, but becomes far more dangerous once he starts thinking for himself. His cold, quiet intensity, coupled with his hidden humanity, makes Sworder one of the most unique and compelling assassins ever put on screen. Anton Chigurh, No Country for Old Men. Anton Chigurh, portrayed by Javier Bardem in No Country for Old Men, is an unsettling presence, one of the most unpredictable and chilling killers in modern cinema. Unlike many killers driven by a sense of personal revenge or material gain, Chigurh is an instrument of fate, an almost mythical figure who operates under his own set of rules. His moral compass is entirely different from that of ordinary people, making him a unique and terrifying character. Chigurh doesn't kill for money, vengeance, or power. Instead, he acts as an enforcer of fate, delivering death without reason or emotion. His weapon of choice, a silenced shotgun, underscores his efficient, lethal approach to killing. When he strikes, it's not with emotion, but with the cold, methodical precision of a man on a mission. In his view, the world operates in a certain way, and it is his role to carry out that inevitable outcome. This chilling indifference to life and death is what makes him so unsettling. One of the most disconcerting aspects of Chigurh's character is his belief in fate. He doesn't decide who lives or dies based on logic or personal preference. Instead, he leaves that decision up to chance, using a coin flip to determine the fate of his victims. Heads equals death. Tails, also death. Good luck. The randomness of the coin toss adds an eerie layer of unpredictability to his actions. His victims may beg for their lives, but it's all up to the flip of a coin, a mere game of chance. This introduces a terrifying concept. Death is not based on justice, morality, or reason. It's simply fate, and Chigurh is the instrument that enforces it. Chigurh's indifference to his actions further amplifies his fearsome reputation. He doesn't hesitate, never second-guesses himself, and shows no sign of fear or remorse. He isn't motivated by revenge, hatred, or even pleasure in his victim's suffering. To him, it's all part of the natural order. His cold, relentless pursuit of his targets shows an almost supernatural resilience, as if he cannot be stopped by anything, neither reason, emotion, nor physical harm. He is a machine, a harbinger of death, and his unwavering resolve is what makes him such a formidable and terrifying killer. What makes Chigurh truly disturbing is his complete detachment from morality. He doesn't believe in good or evil, he simply believes in fate, which he believes he is tasked to deliver. He doesn't take pride in his kills, nor does he feel remorse. He's merely a force that operates beyond human concepts of right and wrong. His role in the story is to remind us of the randomness and the inherent chaos of life. Anton Chigurh isn't just a killer, he is an embodiment of fate itself. And that makes him one of the most terrifying figures in cinematic history. And that's a wrap on the top 7 most brutal and skilled killers in movie history. These characters aren't just deadly, they're driven by powerful motivations and unforgettable stories. From vengeance to self-discovery, their skill and complexity make them legends on screen. Which assassin do you think is the most unstoppable? Drop your favorite in the comments. Thanks for joining us. Stay deadly. And until next time, watch your back. Support the channel by liking and subscribing. It helps more than you think.